psychiatric hospital they will take them to, if it is part of this part of the world. Unfortunately, some of them escaped from Nigeria. And they are here. I mean, like, we do have them here. The Abrodian Abobakus. The Abrodian Batidios. I mean, sorry, Batidiots. The Abrodian Batstards. We have them here too. So I don't wish anything on you. So if I hear somebody threatening to kill me or kill you, even if you are one of those who abuse me every evening, I will still stand up and say, they can't kill you. What? Kilagbe kileju. Waiting we carry, waiting you throw. Kilagbe kileju. Agbe kilo ti ń pè baggy spaghetti. Agbe, we carry sachet of spaghetti. Alaye, you take anger, carry bag of cement, throw them at me. Kini mo gbe kiloju. Waiting I carry, waiting you they throw. They threaten somebody to kill them because of what? Because they are infidel. Even the word infidel. There are some people who can easily use that in Nigeria. Meet with terrorists like this. Baba, it go trigger me. You've seen this?
Is it true that some bodies that Israel released is missing organs or skin? We hear about these things. We need you to clarify them for us.
About 30,000 people were killed. There are about 13,000 are children, 10,000 women. They killed about 127 journalists were killed on purpose. We have about 160 of the medical team, doctors and nurses. We have about 35 of the civil defense. You know, even the UNRWA, the United Nations, about 112 people were killed.
And
how many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Now they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry.
It's a terrorist sympathizer in Nigeria. Getting here time. Steady. So, if you hear that they say, this idea of being an infidel, those are people who promote that. Somebody, see, there are some certain things that we need to understand, okay? Me, when I talk about things, they are mostly things that I believe they have either direct or indirect impact on things that will impact on me or the people I love. That's the thing. Those are the reason why you see me talk about your pastor is because when your pastor comes out and the headline and the video says, God told me, blah, 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 I understand. I know their game. You see, that doesn't mean that I am coming for your religion. Okay? Now, when I talk about, for example, if I have to talk about something that is happening abroad, that is outside Nigeria, it will have to have something to do with Nigeria before you will see me even mention it. Apart from that, everything I believe about everything that has nothing to do with my discussed subjects or what have you every now and then, right? They are my personal stuff. But see, somebody sent me something, right? And that person was like reacting to this Hamas terrorist in Nigeria. And probably they watched the video. They are among the people who somehow believe that because they are standing with Palestine, because they are standing with Hamas. Hamas is freedom fighters. They are freedom fighters. So to them, Hamas are freedom fighters, and they are fighting for Palestine. Especially look at what Israel is doing in Gaza and all of that stuff. Okay, so they watched my broadcast last night talking about that Hamas terrorist. And then I was like, when in that video I said, when Hamas, the Hamas terrorists, when they invaded a music festival, in Israel on October 7 that we all saw all everywhere. What were they thinking? For everybody who know Israel very well, in fact, they that shared border with Israel, okay, who knows what Israel is capable of? Then they organized a terrorist attack to attack civilians. That we saw their videos, we saw their pictures, and all of that. They now took them into that same Gaza, okay. And we saw all of that. It wouldn't have been something I want to kind of discuss with you because opinions varies on them, okay? So personally, I was like, what were they thinking? So they expected Israel to start begging them to bring those people they kidnapped and those they killed. So even if they have history that they say, okay, Israel is suppressing them, Israel is this or that, and all of that stuff, okay? But when you went ahead and attack a music festival and you killed people, what were you thinking? Now, people are saying that, I believe too, like, Israel, that is now going so extreme. A lot of people have condemned them. They have told them to cease fire, reduce all these casualties, stop all these killings. But the question is, what were these guys thinking, these terrorists thinking, when they did what they did? So if I call them terrorists, that, listen, do not come to Nigeria, where we are already dealing with local terrorists that are being funded and inspired by outside terrorist groups, and do not drag Nigeria into your war in your in Gaza and all these places. Can you please not? This guy came to Nigeria on Nigeria media. This guy is a declared terrorist, wanted terrorist. So this person now sent me a message. If you don't know anything about something, you don't need to talk about it. What you know. Eh? Did I actually come here to say, I'm going to discuss Gaza at Israel? Did you see me come here to discuss Russia at Ukraine? Eh? So you want to come and sort of teach me to understand what is going on in Gaza and Israel when a terrorist. So some of these guys believe that standing with Hamas is also standing with Palestine, because Hamas is fighting for Palestine freedom. Now, people who have this idea, they are the same people that will tell you that, do you know how many times Israel has been killing them? So because they now went to the music festival, because of that alone, because the same thing happening in Gaza will probably, Israel and Gaza will probably soon be happening in my own land too. So, and I'm concerned about that. I am interested in that. A lot of you who are connected to these people because of your religion, some of you who are Muslims, you love Hamas, you love Gaza, you love all of this because you are Muslims. Some of you who are Christians, you love Israel. Israel is this, Israel is that. I have no problem with you. If this guy did not show up in Nigeria, and I know what that means, so I reacted to that. So don't come and lecture me about your Gaza, about your whatever. It's actually absolutely none of my business. Oh, you need to be human. Don't say that. Don't say it's not it's none of my business. And I actually wanted to send out to that person, and I know you may be watching me this evening. What is my business with Gaza? When I know that what is going on in there is probably going to be the destiny of my own children and grandchildren in Yoruba land. When some locally armed people are claiming that the Yoruba land has been willed to their forefather Uthman Dan Fodio, then I cited an Hamas terrorist in Nigeria, speaking on Nigeria national TV, promoting and justifying the terrorism they carried out. You are feel shall I Israel for me? You see what Israel about? Sorry, I can go on and on and on because that's exactly how I felt. And that's what Nigerians are. I read the name. The name was like a Yoruba name. And I was like, what's it concern me and concern this Olori Bruku with what you think is right or wrong in Gaza or wherever it is? Shomo Gaza nieni. Kini Hamas in Nigeria? Kilo in Nigeria to further recruit and meet their different terrorist cell in Nigeria. The ones they told that in their hadith, I am an infidel. Oh, ni shorire. What to say message? If you see this video, ni kure. Shogbo. Shami. So, like I said, I do not bring what It's none of our business here if they don't tamper with what is threatening our lives. The contraption called Nigeria. We know all the game. We know everybody inside the place. We know all the scheme. We know these people are telling us Nigeria will become an Islamic country. And we are seeing our people being killed. We are seeing people being chased out of their own lands. And those lands are being renamed. We often defend Islam because you're Muslim. So you won't defend Jesus because you are a Christian. Did I come here to say I want to do a debate about Islam? I am talking about how this is coming and the agent provocateurs. Onikure. Ajoro Gaza at Israel yellow pie. I want to talk about Ekiti ati Oshun. Because one of these days, the Ekiti and Oshun may not become Ekiti and Oshun again. It may be a caliphate. Those who believe that are existing, those who are funding them, and the rest of them. And not even just that. Hamas has been designated as a terrorist organization. Any country that is associated with them is known as a terrorist country. Nigeria is designated as a terrorist country. And a lot of us are already wearing that stigma everywhere. All of now, they travel, sha. Everywhere you go, you have to prove that you are not what they say you are. Yes, and you don't even know what they say you are. It's just because you are carrying a green passport. Nigeria. Step aside, please. Could you please step aside, please? Step aside, please. Say, why? But you are not telling everybody else to step aside now. Eh? Why is it just me? Is it because I'm a Nigerian? Excuse me, I'm going to have to call in security if you don't calm down me, ma'am. Ma'am, you need to calm down. You need to calm down. I'm going to call security. So am I a threat to you right now? Because I'm asking why you are asking me to step aside. You know, we did not ask for this. We didn't. But here we are. We have to deal with it. So if I am triggered, seeing an Hamas entourage in Nigeria, tó o bá fẹ́ kógun fọ ojú ẹ̀ dànù kó ṣòfò tilétilé tìrantìran. Ṣó ń gbọ́ mi sìn? Don't come and start lecturing me about Gaza, about Israel, about this or that. Tó o bá fẹ́ ṣòfò dànù. What I'm saying is that if they are allowed, who gave them visa to come to Nigeria? Which custom cleared them? Where is your Interpol? How did they get to Nigeria because of their private jets that they are flying about? Who gave them the visa to come into Nigeria? Especially, those are the people you need to think about. Those are the people I want you to know. Those are the people who are putting our lives in danger. And I'm worried. So Timbawa triggered. More overreact. Overreact. You better be no lecture. See, when I talk about your pastors too, I've said that many times, and somehow some people are picking that up already. Like my advice me by pastor. You understand now? I am not living under the same anointing that is it called the same what do you call the same enslavement? But you say anointing anyway, so I'm not living under the same with you. The same way you everywhere, everything where they tell you say go happen to you if you disobey your pastor, they don't tell me. And you know something? Sometimes they will say, some of us will be say we don't get religion, we don't get religion. We are telling you that we don't get, there is no God. No, not all of us say no God. What we are saying is that we will not believe in your sky daddy, the one that is actually there to scare you to death so that you can go and enjoy the better life in heaven. Sure you get. So everything we then tell you in your Islam, they don't tell me. I know they're under control of him. Sure you understand? Everything we then tell you about your Christianity, they don't tell me. I know hear them. You know why? Before them bring that thing come Africa, we have been existing for thousands of years. They can't call it salvation. I'm not wine meal, not the wine meal. Sure you get now. Because some of us are really like we are really educated though. So if you are so scared, the minute number of you, then I want to be part of those ones where we say they don't follow any of those. And then wherever they are going, I'll go there. Especially the Chinese. As well as those people who died, our ancestors that died before, before 18, no, is that 18? No, I think that was 16, 17. Our ancestors that died Wherever they went is where I want to go, and it's my choice. So when I see people who want to destroy my life, destroy everything about me, or supporting those who are destroying that, using political policies to destroy them, and you are telling me I should have hope, I should pray to why me when I talk about your pastors, Fimi ati won sile, ma worry about me, no worry about me. Sure you understand now? No worry about me. Where I end, Baba, no worry. So far I'm still here. The moment they pass their boundary and pass that their brainwashing, whatever what it is, let's deal with them. Because we didn't just arrive at this point by accident. A lot of people contributed to this journey that brought all of us to this state. Okay? So I just thought I should say that when I say things, Baba, I mean everything I say. Okay? And for those who know me very well, right? I think if you ask me, what do you do for a living? You ask me, Mayegun, what do you do for a living? Ask me. I'm in the business of annoying people. I annoying people for a living. And these are people who are doing their best to ensure that we were never heard and the status quo is maintained. And the status quo is the one that has kept us under this bondage. So if all of you have little voice or big voices and all of that, should combine them. I should actually combine them together. You should. Or else our own children will be subjected to the same treatment. So yes, when I say things, sometimes they are not there to make you comfortable, okay? Laugh or all of that. Sometimes they are just there to get you to think, get you angry, annoyed. And then you can come here and say, I was so angry with it. I say, yeah, that's fine. That was the intention. Because something has to give, something has to change. We also saw the video of what happened to the chairman of Labour Party, Abure. It was released last night, but something else I want to show you. Sometimes they said, yesterday in Abuja, the Nigeria police just started arresting everybody. You know, those police raiding, that they would just raid everybody and put everybody in the car, their bus, and take them to their station. And their family members would then have to come and bail them out. Babawon in Sharia of FCT, Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Take a look.
My name is Mrs. Guana. My husband was arrested on Sunday. He's working with CGC Chinese company. He went to work on Saturday, he worked through the night, and he returned on Sunday evening. On his way to buy a card, that's where they picked him in POS.
SARS picked him back?
Yes.
They did not say why they were picking him?
There was no reason.
Since Sunday, have you had access to him?
Yes. I had access to him. That was yesterday. They only to give him.
Did you pay money to enter inside?
Yes, I did.
How much did you pay, please?
I paid 1,000 naira.
1,000?
Yes.
Alright. Are they telling you anything? What did they say he committed? What crime?
Nothing.
They are just locking him up
yes.
for 3 days?
Yes.
Thank you. Please, ma'am.
Good afternoon. My name is Blessing. My father is involved too in the case. He entered to buy something. They just arrested him. Nothing.
Since on Sunday, he has been in jail.
Yes.
Any reason? Have you been able to see him since?
No reason.
Did they allow you to see him since?
No.
But you have come?
Yes.
You have tried to see him?
Yes, ma'am.
They didn't allow you to see
Yes,
him?
ma'am.
He has been here since on Sunday.
Yes,
Your
ma'am.
father?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
They were extorting them, collecting money from them, and now they said they will charge them to court. Nigeria is a place that you will show police your ID card and they will tell you are lying. They don't have to verify anything, or they don't have any system to verify anything. Or. So when you show them, they say, hey, you, stop there. Where are you going? I'm going back to my house. Where are you coming from? I'm coming back from work. What do you do? I work for ATM Nigeria Limited. Where's your ID card? This is my ID card, sir. I work for that is me, dear sir. This is not fake. Officer, go see. This one thing we have never seen this ID card before. It's fake. Enter car. Oh, yeah, enter. He said, Oga, you can call this number. See, call this. That's my boss. Call him. Enter the car. Enter. Ah, it's fake. Oh, it's fake. Yes, yeah, that's it. That's what they do in Nigeria. Don't ever tell them that I lost my ID card. The intention is there. They don't need your ID card. They don't need that. So they raided them, then they will extort their family members. Those who have money, they will build their own family members out. Those who don't have money, they will take them to their bogus court in Nigeria. And the court, with no evidence, with no nothing, the police will come around, they will write statement and say, this is what they did. And the court will say, we are setting your bail at 500,000 naira each. People will not pay 20,000 naira bribe to the police that ended up in court. The justice system in Nigeria, they fail everybody, Abi. Well, it happens every day and it will continue to happen. Those are today's victims. They survived yesterday. No, I think they are like, yeah, those are today's victims. You watching me right now, and even me, where they talk, we are all tomorrow's victims because some of us don't survive today already. And tomorrow is another day. Our time will come until we break the cycle. So some people took to the street on Kaduna Road in Abuja today. It's still about a cost of living crisis, by the way. Briefly.
ana moto su yani na wane ne shi ma shi wane ne ai ka daga glass a ce kai wani abu ne ko
wahala everywhere, every day wahala. Last night we saw how they were dragging the Labour Party chairman on the ground. They said they were only inviting him. They didn't come to arrest him because if you now won't call and arrest him, they fit just shoot him. If you could do that to the chairman of a political party that scored over 6 million votes just a few months ago, Baba, you have to think and well. How many of you saw Igbowo in Nigeria today? He's back in Nigeria, by the way. Have you seen him? Yeah, it's for his mom's burial. Igbowo is back in Nigeria. And that starts beginning to raise a lot of voices. People were sending me messages. Ma say this one, no. I'm not going to say much. So people were sending me messages that, my kilo happen. What's going on? They see this Punch headline where Oloye is asking Nigerians to give Tinubu time. And also, Oloye was like sending a strong warning to that Yusuf guy. You know that man that said military may take over because people are hungry. That Yusuf guy, that confessor, yeah. So people were saying, nobody I know the year. I just felt like, whoa, Baba, are you sure he said that? Are you sure he meant that? I mean, come on, I say, but I won't say much. We're happy he's back in Nigeria, okay? And it's mostly for his mom's burial. I believe he was given a rite of passage, okay, to give his mom a befitting burial, and so we'll follow that up, okay? But once we started seeing Oloye dancing towards this idea of what do you call, some even kind of spoke to me. Mark even confessed. Because if all this happened later and you're like, what is it? I say it now because I may not say it again. Okay. So some said that he will return back to Nigeria this week. I heard about it, not from him, not from anybody. But to them, they were like, he's been trying to sound nice, okay, to about Tinubu, so that because he's learned his lesson, he has realized that he can't fight for people who don't want him to fight for them. That if he had been killed, that would have been him. However, he is still strongly standing behind the fact that, if he's fully empowered, he will stand there and defend, and chase this Fulani, this or that. But he's not putting everything like he did before anymore. He's not going to try to be anybody's hero anymore. From his experience and how people actually like treated him and all that. But I'm like, Okwarifo, I don't want to help everybody. So we will be watching. So this is the chairman of Labour Party after the release team, Abure. Do you mind?
As you know, the your boys are gone. Let him speak. Let him speak. Let me tell you how I appreciate all of you for the solidarity, for the support, and for your commitment. Yes, sir. No struggle to liberate a country comes easy. Yes. Many countries of the world where freedom fighters have fought for the emancipation of the people, freedom fighters suffer injustice, suffer persecution. Sure. And it is what is happening to me and my other colleagues since after the general election. After the general election, they have tried to instigate crisis in the party. They tried to bring false accusations against us. They have come to talk about forgery at the time. When it didn't work, they came with embezzlement. Any person that is aggrieved within the party, they go and instigate them to write petitions and to make sure. And the irony is that the police even act on those things. At the end of the day, they will discover that those things are false. National, oh yeah! Oh yeah! Today, yesterday, we were making arrangements for the primaries. And of course, the police swamped on us, arrested us over what I would not want to discuss now, because investigation is still going on. Sure. Clap for chairman! And therefore, I do not want to preempt them.
Yes, in order.
But I must state clearly that following several interventions, they have graciously released me on bail. Except interventions, they have graciously released me on bail. Except for the state chairman and the state youth leader. They have also promised that by the early hours of this morning, they will release them. So we are hoping that they will fulfill their promise and actually release them. Whatever is happening to me will not discourage me from it. Sure. We must continue to pursue the cause of the people. Sure. We must continue to fight for our people till we liberate them. I've said it and I will say it again. It is not capturing power that matters. It is what you do with power. Today APC is in power. Life has become more unbearable for the people. Yes. Today, to finish the problem, dollar is exchanging 1,900 for almost 2,000 naira. Fuel today is sold for 700 naira per liter. 720. There is even scarcity now, and it's likely that it's going to be increased. Inflation, even though it was double digits, it is now above 31%. Unemployment has increased. A bag of rice today is sold for 120,000 naira, and minimum wage is 30,000. you can see the paradox, you can see the irony. So Nigerians are in for very serious and difficult times. And Mr. President said something recently. He said Nigerians should continue to bear the loss. Yes. It is my prayer that Nigeria, not until Nigerians start eating themselves on the streets before they will realize that they need to do something about the country. Like I said, it's not capturing power that matters, it's what you do with power.
That's true.
You too, yeah! Oh.
You too, oh yeah. Shaman, oh yeah. Anyway, freedom fighter Abure was released last night. And like I told you before, none of us should jump into real conclusion, even though he's not making it easier for himself when he's also playing exact Nigeria politics that we know. Hide something. Don't answer the questions. Deflect from the question and make it look like, we've seen that happen many times. And I saw the obedient are already contemplating of starting their own political party. Have you heard that? Yeah, the obedient political party, they are going to start their own political party, register it, so that they will not have to deal with all this existing. But please tell them that if the obedient, I know you don't like Showore, okay? And Showore doesn't seem to like Obi as well. And Showore is somebody who I believe doesn't even believe in any alliance. So therefore, you probably will never have a chance of working together. But I would advise that you ask him for the past questions of starting your own political party to contesting an election in Nigeria. It's going to really be needed. I know Peter Obi never started any party himself, okay? But he was with smaller party before. This is not his first time. However, Showore started a political party. Baba, I was reporting on the crisis that APC wanted to take over AAC. Me, Gorilla Yemi. AAC no get one single councillor. But somehow, the power that be, they were interested in taking it over. And so then start this corruption allegation to the point that when AAC started fighting, Baba, I was like, comrade, esprit the call. Esprit the call. Ẹ̀rántí ibi tá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Bí Nàìjíríà ṣe bàjẹ́, gbogbo wa la lọ. Comrade, esprit the call. Go esprit the call kankan. Then go naked on the streets because of election money. They say she already sleep for hotel, Blue Ship Hotel. I'll be waiting to record that one. Boy, na Blu-ray, I'll be real blue. By the time they do the account, another person just declare himself the chairman of the party. Like, it was a serious yam pepper scatter. A lot of people who kind of saw AAC as a fresh one. But I said they won't pursue Showore. They nearly pursue Showore. Person who started the party. So I've seen things. So obedient, you might need that, okay? Just ask him how did he do it. Now court separated them. Imagine 2-3 friends coming together, comrades, and say, you know what? We need to do this. We need to do that. That's how we're going to do this. And you do all of that. You put all of that together. Register the political party. While I can start. All they needed was just to find 1, 2, 3 people. Give them like 10 million cash. This is why we say hunger won't kill everybody. You know how many people that are hibernated in your obedient movement for a while? Now, obedient movement sustained some people for that straight 1 year. Some of you may not understand, but don't worry. Sure you get. So those people are the kind of people that are likely going to. Remember your youth leader, the person that arrested Abure. Now the youth leader, young guy, supposedly youth leader, young guy. No, it looked like a Kabaka like that. You know that Kabaka? What's that guy's name? Is that not Kabaka? Kabaka, yeah. This Labour Party youth leader, APC youth leader. That is Benduikun, that you're Israel, right? APC youth leader. In fact, usually, you know what I actually gave to Dio Israel, right? I always feel like that your history, the textbook description of somebody will drink what do you call it, imale, like yotomu male, yotolobu male. Then another guy from PDP. All of them, they are like pals. Why this madman, they dress like say una be comrade for youth leader of your parties? That's the guy that arrested Apureo. The guy went to Edo. He wanted to go and conduct his own primary election for who will be the governor. Then beat him. You saw it now. Then beat him. Now they are charging Apureo for attempted murder. I remember how that guy was also accusing Showore of trying to kill him. Showore want to kill. Showore will be prison. Showore that they beat up for court for everywhere. You say Showore won't press conference like Baba. These guys were on channels. They were on the rise everywhere. They will give them So before you say you go start another party under Yakubu, I think you should ask Showore for the past questions, okay? You will need it if you're going to be involved in the charade elections. I know I may not be able to change your mind, but life is a teacher. The more you live, the more you learn, is what I was told. So if you haven't learned the first lesson, it's 100% that you will never learn any lesson until you grow weary and you become even more angrier. Better probably channel the energy now and let us come together, right? And do all it we can to ensure that this establishment that's about to finish us is finished. Then we can begin to discuss the future. But if your future is to go and get your PVC, to go and vote, I don't want to say I'm sorry for you because it's pointless. All right. I'll say that, I wish you what you wish yourself. I'm going to drop here. My time is up. I was going to take calls tonight, but for some reason, I don't know why my Facebook got attacked that much. My bad, they stopped my broadcast twice. They didn't even stop it. It was just that they just dropped everybody on it. So I want to probably take time and look into that, okay? I will take calls another time. And if you are pretty much like up early, you can join me in the afternoon tomorrow where I have lunch time with Mayegu. We can have a more chat on this, okay? Thank you so much, everyone, for this moment. I am going to see you some other time. Please like the broadcast before you leave, okay? Share it. And if you are probably like you joined us at midway, you can also watch from the start all over again. I will see you some other time. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun Diary politico.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn làjù
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí YouTube
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn làjù
Máyégún ti dé.
bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn làjù
Máyégún ti dé.
ijó ìgbádìyẹ
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn làjù
Máyégún ti dé.
bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn làjù
Máyégún ti dé.
bí gómìnà kówó jẹ
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn làjù
Máyégún ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn làjù
Máyégún ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn làjù
Máyégún ti dé.
òkúrọ̀ olóṣèlú
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn làjù
Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
ha kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.